Hey, good morning. I'm Tom Ellsworth here in San Diego, California, and behind me you're looking at an Axopar 28. Last January, when this boat was hauled out, we did the hull with Harbor Guard. It was extremely oxidized, came out absolutely fantastic, and the owner was extremely pleased. At the time, he wanted to kind of see how things went, and he called me up last week and he said, hey, the rest of the boat's looking kind of sore in comparison to the hull. Can we finish the whole boat? And as you can see from the hardtop, it's got a lot of oxidation, a lot of wear and tear, and we're going to renew that back to the same status of what we did with the hull, and this boat's going to be absolutely cherry, and the owner's going to be able to enjoy it without doing any heavy maintenance. He's never going to have to compound and wax the boat again. He doesn't have to babysit his ceramic because he can clean it with acetone. He can clean rust stains if he gets them with acid. He can even clean the boat with an ammonia-based soap, and our product just doesn't care. Harbor Guard is strong, flexible, and extremely easy to use, and the maintenance is a snap. So we're gonna get into this thing. You see the guys are doing a heavy cut compound, and then a medium cut compound, and then a polish. Then we're gonna wipe it down with an isopropyl alcohol, and we apply Harbor Guard, taping off all the spots that you don't wanna have Harbor Guard on. There's no extra polishing of the product. It's left to dry on its own. In an hour, it's tack-free. 4 hours, it's completely hard and pervious to water. And in 24 hours, you can drive a truck on it. Hey, so at the end of the day, one of the really huge benefits of using Harbor Guard is, boat owners, of which I am one, we don't want to continue to be paying for maintenance, but oxidation and the sun's impact on your assets is permanent. If you own a boat, it comes with the territory. So what we do at the end of the day is satisfy customers, allow them to go and enjoy their boat more, and do a heck of a lot less maintenance. That's the value of Harbor Guard, and everybody should be putting this on their boat. So Harbor Guard is a professionally installed product, and mainly for the reason of getting rid of oxidation on a boat, because Harbor Guard will not stick to oxidation. Oxidation is loose, and Harbor Guard has a very active molecule. It bonds 1 billion connections at the molecular level per square millimeter. When you think about that, that's a lot of connections. And so that oxidation has to be completely taken away. So in the case of professional installers, these guys are experts in understanding how to remove oxidation. For the layman, the boat owner, somebody who might be pretty competent on the tools, it's not that difficult. You just need to pay attention to what you need to do. This is a double-sided wool pad. This is the compounding pad. And the reason we use the double-sided pad is we can apply a compound, heavy or medium, on one side, and we can remove the compound by flipping the pad over to the other side, so it has kind of a dual-purpose use. Once compounding is all done and the oxidation is cut off of the boat, then to get rid of the swirl marks from that process, we use another blue pad to apply polish and bring the surface to a really high luster. One of the tools that we really like is the Rupees polisher. This is a rotary polisher. When you get down to doing the final polish, it's done with an orbital polisher to make sure you get rid of all those swirl marks. We break down our compounds and polishers into these nice handy dandy squirt bottles so you can just apply straight to the surface and not have to worry about putting it on the pad and then the pad spreading it everywhere. It's really quite a simple process. So eventually, if you want to give me a call and you want to try this on your own boat and you can convince me that you're competent enough to do it, then this is the method, straightforward, easy to do, and you'll get a great result. Okay, afternoon, we're back at the job site and the guys are ready to do some coating. So I thought I'd run through a few of the things that we have to use in the process, and then we'll shoot what these guys are doing and you can see everything in action. So basically the first thing to think about is job site cleanliness. We usually have a nice sort of a packing towel or something that you can put down on a surface, and then that way if you have any drips or spills, it stays on this. You protect the boat if you happen to be pouring on the boat, or if you happen to be doing it on the dock. Either way, you're protecting some equipment. Then what we also do is we use a tray when we pour Harbor Guard, because sometimes if it drips or you get a little bit splashy on it, the tray is a hard surface and it catches any of the drips material that might not have made it into the bucket. Okay, so Harbor Guard comes in a liter quantity. This is our 32-ounce liter here. This is usually what we supply for all of our jobs, whether it takes 1, 2, or 3. We supply it in a liter format. Every liter also comes with these little black trays. Each tray, there's 2 of them per liter, and within each one of these are 2 of these applicator pads. And you'll see the guys demonstrate how that ends up happening and how it ends up working when applied to the surface. The other thing to always remember is that, products sit around for a while. It's agitated. It doesn't need to be shaken vigorously, but you do need to sort of agitate all these solvents so everything fully mixes inside of it. Then we have 2 different sizes of trays. So when we're in small jobs or very controlled jobs, it's easy to work out of one of these trays with a sponge and your gloved hand. It comes up this way. You end up tapping off some of the drips on your other hand, and you'll see the guys doing that today. For larger jobs, we'll use a bigger bucket, or we'll even use a 2.5 quart or 5 quart, because your hand fits really neatly into this and allows you to knock the product off and work with it. Straining your product is always a good idea. I don't care whether it's paint or enamels or whatever. Same with Harbor Guard. If there's any particulate matter that happened to get in it, this saves you from leaving that on the job. So that's the tools and the trades, as well as, protecting the boat with some plastic, having some spare microfiber rags and some acetone in case you spill, so you can wipe up those spills. It's really pretty straightforward. So we're going to jump over. These guys are going to get into it, and we're going to see it in action.